Whiskers was a cat, a very fluffy ginger cat. He went to Animal Academy. School was full of new things like learning to count fish and writing with a claw pencil. But Whiskers had a secret. He did not always do his homework. Oh dear, this was a problem. A very big furry problem. Whiskers had a huge pile of papers. These were his school assignments. Many papers were blank. Oops! His math sheet had no numbers. His spelling list was all messy. His history report about great mice was not started. So many incomplete tasks. Whiskers felt a little sad. His fluffy tail drooped down low. He sighed a big cat sigh. One afternoon, Whiskers stared at his desk. It was a mountain of messiness. Unfinished papers were everywhere. Some had dusty paw prints, some had tiny jam smudges. None of them had shiny gold stars. Whiskers wished he could just chase butterflies, or bat at a dangling string all day. But school was important. His mama cat always said so. Big, wobbly tears welled up. They gathered in Whiskers' big, green eyes. A tiny tear escaped. It rolled down his furry cheek. Sniffle, sniffle. Oh no! Another tear followed, then another. Soon, Whiskers was crying a river. He cried over his unfinished homework. He cried because he felt so lost. He did not know how to fix it. It was a very soggy, sad situation. The next day at Animal Academy was tricky. Professor Paws was the head teacher. He was a very wise old owl. He wore big, round glasses on his beak. Professor Paws saw everything. Everything. He saw Whiskers' empty homework folder. Uh-oh. Professor Paws hooted a soft hoot. It was not a happy, cheerful hoot. It was a serious, we need to talk hoot. Whiskers trembled a little. Professor Paws called Whiskers to his big oak desk. Whiskers, he said, his voice quite firm. Not mean, you see, but very, very firm. Your work is not complete, young cat. Many, many assignments are missing, see? Professor Paws tapped the empty folder. This is not acceptable, Whiskers. School is very important for learning. Whiskers looked down at his own paws. He felt as small as a ladybug. You are a clever cat, Whiskers, Professor Paws continued. He polished his glasses with a feather. I can see the smart sparks in your eyes. But being smart is not the only thing. You must also try your very best. You must do the work bit by bit. You must be a responsible student. The professor looked right at Whiskers. His wise owl eyes were very serious. Whiskers gulped, a big, nervous gulp. Whiskers felt his furry cheeks grow warm. The professor's words were like gentle nudges, but they were true nudges, honest. They poked his sleepy brain awake. They made him think very hard. No more napping when it's study time, Whiskers, said Professor Paws. It is time to really, truly try. Do you understand what I'm saying? Whiskers nodded his head up and down. His head felt full of new thoughts. That evening, Whiskers did not chase laser dots. He did not pounce on his toy mouse. He did not even curl up for a long nap. Instead, he sat at his little wooden desk. He looked at the scary pile of papers. It still looked very big. Yikes! It still looked super-duper hard. But something inside Whiskers felt different. Professor Paws' words wiggled in his ears. Time to really, truly try. Yes! Whiskers took a big, brave cat breath. He picked up his special claw pencil. It felt a little bit strange in his paw. He looked at his math homework first. Numbers, so many tricky numbers. He remembered Professor Paws' stern face. He remembered the sad, droopy feeling. He did not want to feel that way again. He wanted to be a good, proud student. He really, really did. He started with just one math problem, one tiny addition sum. It was tough. He sharpened his pencil with his teeth, gently. He erased a wobbly number. He tried again, slowly, slowly. Like a snail climbing a leaf, he figured it out. He did it! He wrote down the correct answer. Yes! A little smile spread across his face. It was a small, shy smile at first, but it was a real start. He could do this. Whiskers made a new plan, a super plan. He wrote it down on a clean piece of paper. Rule number 1, do a little homework every night. No more waiting until the very last minute. Rule number 2, ask for help if things get confusing. He asked his mama cat about tricky sentences. She helped him understand history words. He even asked Fiona Frog, who was good at sums. Step by step, paw by paw, he was on his way. Days turned into weeks. Weeks turned into months. Whiskers worked very, very hard. Every single day after school, he read his storybooks carefully. He wrote his own amazing tales. He counted all his fish crackers for math. Sometimes he got super sleepy. Oh boy, sometimes he really wanted to chase squirrels. But he remembered his important new plan. He wanted to make Professor Paws happy. Most of all, he wanted to make himself proud. His grades started to get much better. A little could try harder note turned into a good job. Then a good job turned into a superstar. Wow! Whiskers felt a brand new feeling. It was not sadness or worry, it was pride. A big, warm, purring pride. His tail did not droop down anymore. It swished back and forth like a happy flag. He even started helping other students. He showed Percy Penguin how to draw straight lines. Soon, it was the very end of the school year. Professor Paws gathered all the animal students. He stood on his big oak desk. He had a very special announcement. Hoo-hoo! We have a top student this year, he hooted. This student worked harder than a busy beaver. This student showed amazing determination. This student never ever gave up. All the little animals looked around. Who could it possibly be? Professor Paws smiled his wisest owl smile. Our top student, the perfect scholar, is Whiskers. Whiskers' green eyes went wide as saucers. Him, top student? Could it be true? Yes. All his friends cheered loudly. Whiskers walked up to the front, tail high. Professor Paws gave him a shiny gold star sticker. Tears came to Whiskers' eyes again, but these were happy, sparkly, triumphant tears. Whiskers learned a super big lesson. Hard work really does pay off. Hooray!